Hello and welcome to Connecting Standards to Units, Part 2. Today we're going to work on how to build a great unit around the mastery skills that we've been talking about. This is where backwards design really works because we start at the end. We need to know what mastery of the standards looks like. How do we show that they've mastered the skill? We need to understand what they're looking for. If we had to prove to a parent or a school official that the student had mastered a standard, what would we show them? That's the end of our unit, and we need to be able to get them from the end backwards to the beginning. In the beginning, you have to teach all the basics. Whatever vocabulary, concepts, and skills that they need go in the beginning. The problem is a lot of times we stop there, and we have to remember that mastery goes beyond just the basic set of memorization. It actually goes to application. The beginning of your unit should be the time to practice the facts and to have the repetitive assignments that are hopefully a choice. Spelling sentences, writing out your vocabulary definitions, practicing your math facts. These are all repetitive assignments that kids end up getting really bored with. And if they're bored with assignments, then they're bored with being students. And we need to pull them back into being motivated. The next step is to figure out how they're going to apply the concepts to other situations. This is where the creativity comes in. This is where the application is. You can do this with group assignments, individual projects. There are all kinds of ways you can show application, but that's largely what the newest standards are looking for. If we continue to just follow a textbook, we will run out of our time and we won't hit all our standards. We really need to look at our standards and find ways to cover the material needed without getting trapped in a textbook time suck. Once you have your basic unit outline, then you need to find the creative ways to have students cover the material that's meaningful to them and not just worksheets or answer the questions at the end of the section. We spent a lot of time last year filling out our black binder. There are a lot of great ideas in here. The Google Classroom assignment for this has a direct link to all of the black binder information. Let me show you where all the good stuff is. We talked about multiple intelligences, and there's the source article we read with all the great ideas in them. Students often do more work when they like what they're doing. Also, if they get to choose their assignments, they'll dive deeper, especially when they're getting out of doing the repetitive ones. And this article has some great ideas in that. The creative group projects can often be replacements for the end of the section textbook boring assignments. Plus, they can be easier to grade. The EduProtocol folder holds great application ideas, including the Iron Chef and the Book of Kucha. And both of these you worked on a year or so ago. And I've taken the template that I left for you and reworded it so that you can jump in quickly and just adapt it to whatever questions you want the kids to answer. Differentiated learning plans are great, but having examples to work from makes that so much easier. You really liked this when we did it last year. Lots of examples of really creative things to do under Making DI a Habit, Chapter 4. Formative assessments are great ways to check as you go. Often, one exit ticket can take the place of a worksheet or a series of questions. This folder has great samples to use, including web windup, quick write or quick draw, 3, 2, 1, turn and talk. There are also suggestions for in-class formative assessments here. If you have your unit outline and you've spent some time putting a few creative assignments in the middle, it will spark the student engagement that we're looking for, especially if we spend a lot of time distance learning this year. We need to figure out what we need to show mastery, figure out what they need to be creative, and put them all together in one unit lesson. All of these tips make for great unit plans. The problem is we never have the time we need to put them all together. I am asking you to take some time now and put some really great unit plans together. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to build science units based both on the textbook and the tools that you have, and to start building units for other subjects. For one PDU, I'm looking for units that have all of these highlighted. The power and supporting standards are listed. The list of assignments, activities, and assessments, each one linked to at least one standard. Show which multiple intelligence you're incorporating. Indicate which assignments offer choice. The list of formative assessments you will use, and how your summative assessments will give you evidence of mastery of standards. Each complete unit will earn you one PDU. We have to do science for accreditation. And I am asking you to put together your first science unit, which should cover the first entire trimester, by September 30th. If you would also like to do additional units for additional subjects, each one of them are worth one PDU. At the beginning of each term-ish, I would like a copy of your unit schedule for science in this format. I would like you to choose one other subject that you're going to focus on improving. Have one subject be your project this year. Go through this list and put that unit plan together. And honestly, it takes an hour, maybe two, to put together a good unit for 6 weeks of teaching. And I think that's a pretty good ratio. I would also like, so that I can do my part for accreditation, like to be able to be in your class and witness them as a part of next year's observation schedule. I need to be able to match up what I see in the classroom with your standards intentions. So again, and this is attached to your Google Classroom assignment, this is the list of things I need for a PDU for showing mastery. I need the first science unit on September 30th, but if you want to do it tomorrow, you're totally welcome to do it and turn it in here. Science unit plan for winter term will be due January 12th, and the final one will be due on April 13th. You can do them all at once, I don't care, but those are the deadlines for those, and I will remind you as we go. That keeps us up for science accreditation. Now, please understand that next year and the year after, we are studying social studies. So if you want to start this process for social studies, please be my guest. However, you are welcome to choose whatever subject you'd like. Please start at least one other subject and put some good, solid, differentiated instruction, multiple intelligences, formative and summative assessment units together. Okay? This is the creative part of lesson planning. This has always been my favorite part. I love putting things together. Grading them is horrible, but I love putting things together. I hope that you have fun with it too. Good luck, enjoy yourselves, and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks for watching.